Brenne on Reine. Talk about Genshin, Honkai Star Rail, and Wuthering Waves. Okay, I always love when people ask me about this, and let me make it very clear. Currently, Genshin is my least favorite mobile game. Currently, Wuthering Waves is my favorite. Honkai Star Rail is maybe a millimeter underneath Wuthering Waves, but I'm pretty sure whatever my favorite mobile game is going to be is whatever released the patch the most recent. And that's pretty much it. You know, when 2.3 comes, I'm going to play it. When Wuthering Waves releases 1.1, I'm going to play it. When Genshin releases 4.7, I'm going to play it. It is what it is. Let's get it.
A little update video on the channel with so many new games coming out and so many games to cover now with Genshin, HSR, WoW. I thought I'd make a tiny little video here just to update you all on the future of the channel, what you can expect and what you shouldn't expect. So this channel started off as a Genshin Impact channel, and that's the way that it has been since pretty much day one. And I still absolutely love Genshin. I
Cap.
love the story. I love all the events and stuff. The combat's hit or miss for me. The combat's fun, but there's nowhere to really utilize it, so you don't really see many combat challenges or anything from me, and it'll probably stay that way. I'll continue to upload story stuff, reactions, you laugh, you lose, best videos, all that jazz, because
I mean this genuinely. I think you laugh, you lose Genshin content is some of the worst shit on the platform. Straight up. Listen, man, I understand that people think that shit's funny, but as a 30-year-old man, you gotta understand, when I see that shit, I am cringing so goddamn hard, it's ridiculous. I don't think anybody has ever sent me a Genshin Impact meme that I've ever even thought was remotely funny. I mean, dude, you could pay me money to try to get me to laugh. It would be more like, it wouldn't be you laugh, you lose. It's like, what would be even harder is you don't laugh, you lose. That shit is bad, but that's just me. If other people like it, hey, go for it, man. Here's pretty much the summary of every Genshin Impact meme. Hey, there's this other meme, and now I've reskinned it with Wuthering Waves. Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny? At borderline, the humor feels auto-generated. Feels like it's made in like, it feels like it's made in like 4th grade science class on like, there's like a substitute teacher who's in, so the kids don't really have to pay attention. So they auto-generate Genshin Impact memes. I don't get how people think that's just funny at all. I should do a Genshin Impact, you laugh, you lose, but I'll put $10,000 on the line, and if somebody makes me laugh, I'll give them 10 grand. Because I genuinely feel there is no fucking way I will ever laugh at that shit.
I really enjoy making that kind of content, and a lot of you guys really enjoy that kind of content too. But moving on to something a little bit along those lines, Honkai Star Rail. Honkai Star Rail is a game that I truly did fall in love with back in Belobog, and I thought the story was amazing. It was well paced, it was structured really well, the content was there, it was booming. The Cocolia fight is still peak for me. It was fantastic. Then the Lofu happened. We don't talk about that. And now Penacon is...
I'm gonna give a hot take. I really don't think Loofu was bad. I really don't understand why people are trying to say that the Zhanzhou Luofu was so bad that they won't even talk about it. How the fuck? It was actually pretty good, and to be honest, if they just played Zhanzhou Luofu in one sitting like they did with Belobog, they probably would have enjoyed it just as much. I thought the Luofu was good. I mean, it had a couple of pacing issues, but other than that, it was pretty fine. And I think the Luofu is kind of going to be like the Skypiea arc for One Piece, where it's kind of about like what it sets up for the future. I still think we're going to find Tingyun in the other galaxies.
Yeah, and 2.0 of Penacony, I enjoyed. There was a bit of filler, which I thought was unnecessary, but overall, I thought it was great, and I voiced my opinions on that. 2.1...
What filler was there in Penacony?
Was absolutely incredible for me.
There was like maybe a little bit of it in Adventuring Story Quest when you talk to the NPCs who are frozen around the building, but I don't actually remember that much filler in Penacony at all.
I thought it was some of the best content Hoyoverse have ever put out, and I openly praised it so much live in videos and on Twitter, and so many people agreed. But then 2.2 came about, and I had a trip to Japan planned with all my best friends and my girlfriend, and we had an absolute blast.
2.2 was... That was Robin, right? That was Robin and Sunday? Yeah, that quest was great, but it was definitely a fucking yap fest. A absolute fucking yap fest.
But I covered half the story before I left and half the story when I came back. And in that time, I got spoiled and then pressured to finish it before the live stream. Not by anybody in particular, but a lot of people were asking me to finish it. So I did feel a bit rushed. And I've been getting a lot of comments on that video saying that I didn't look like I was enjoying myself as much as I was before. And that's true. I stand by my own opinions on that. It's mainly due to the pacing. It's just...
I feel like it's so fucking cringe when people say, you didn't enjoy this as much as I did. Why are you being negative? I find that shit so fucking cringe. Also, Brand, here's a crazy tip. If you feel that someone's pressuring you, either block, ban them, or tell them to go fuck themselves. Pretty much that simple. You know, it's not really a big deal. Just press the block button.
just not my cup of tea. Having such a long quest with so much talking and little bits of really good cutscenes here and there. The payoff at the end was fantastic. But
the payoff for the end of 2.2 was pretty good, but I do think, regardless of what anybody will say out loud, I think there was way too much fucking yapping. It was honestly comical at points. Like, they would just yap and yap and yap and yap. I get the importance of lore, but Jesus Christ, can we do it in a more exciting format?
But it's just a lot of talking for me, and I'm already not super immersed into the Penacony arc as much as I was, for example, Fontaine in Genshin.
I much prefer Penacony, probably more than anything else that Hoyoverse has ever put out. And I think I would stand by that for sure. I think Fontaine was pretty shit. Yeah, no cap, like in comparison, right? Like Fontaine's cool, right? The story was cool, but I feel like the world of Fontaine, I'm really not a fan of. I don't like the water. I don't like, let me rephrase it. I love water, but I don't like the way they use water to like make traveling feel even worse, make character builds feel even worse. Like having to use the crab buff is so weird. I'm much more excited for, what's it called? Natlan, because I think the Pokemon gimmick could actually be really good, but only time will tell.
Which is totally fine. It's a nuanced...
Here we go. Genshin bad. Okay. So explain to me what I'm saying is wrong. And you're saying you didn't play Fontaine. So let me ask you a question. What does everybody talk about, and what does everybody say Genshin Impact is? They say it's a story game. I've done all the story. The Fontaine world was definitely worse than Sumeru IMO, but it was great still. No, it wasn't. Yeah, no, it absolutely wasn't. The main town sucks dick. Traversing around the main town sucks fucking balls. Swimming around with a bubble diaper sucks fucking balls. Yep, there's a reason why water levels are the most hated thing in any video games. Okay, I agree the water sucks. And great, it's the water town. It's fucking bad. Burn? No, it's water. It would actually be more like wetted.
Opinion, and a lot of people were very respectful about their opinions on that and trying to explain why they enjoyed it so much, but also understanding that I have my own opinions and that's perfectly fine. However, there's also a lot of people that are very rude about it, disrespectful, and there's people that are in the middle as well, which is also fine. But if I'm being completely...
What did he say?
Which is totally fine. It's a nuanced opinion. A lot of talking for me, and I'm already not super immersed into the Penacony arc as much as I was, for example, Fontaine in Genshin. Which is totally fine. It's a nuanced opinion, and a lot of people were very respectful about their opinions on that and trying to explain why they enjoyed it so much, but also understanding that I have my own opinions and that's perfectly fine. However, there's also a lot of people that are very rude about it, disrespectful, and there's people that are in the middle as well, which is also fine. But if I'm being completely...
Did bro just try to explain opinions? Did bro just explain how opinions work? Branu on Rainu 1,000,000% has Genshin Impact PTSD. Branu on Rainu definitely has PTSD of people not being happy about him not being as positive. That's why I never like to present myself as the overly positive guy. Because then if you're not sucking the company's dick, everybody hates you.
To be honest with you, I make content that I enjoy, and I also make content that you'll enjoy, and I want a healthy balance of that across the whole channel. As much as I still enjoy Star Rail content, I really don't look forward to uploading it because a lot of the time my opinions don't match up with the vast majority of the communities.
Did bro really just say that he doesn't want to upload Honkai Star Rail content because his opinion isn't the same as the Honkai Star Rail community? That's like insane. Am I mishearing that?
Of that across the whole channel. As much as I still enjoy Star Rail content, I really don't look forward to uploading it because a lot of the time my opinions don't match up with the vast majority of the communities on it, and I end up like with 2.2, I just got bombarded with hate, and a lot of people that just don't understand that my opinions are mine. A lot of people just don't like how I portrayed my opinions on it, which is all.
I mean,
also fine.
No, that's not. How the fuck is it fine that people shit on your opinion and bombard you with hate to where you feel like you can't upload? How the fuck is that fine? Now, what's happened is, Bran, is that you have conditioned your audience into thinking that you are the giga-positive guy, right? And unfortunately, if you say that you aren't positive about something, you are going to get tons of hate. But I assure you, saying it's fine to shit on you because you disagree with me, because I didn't enjoy something as much of you, is a very awful fucking take. Like, that is just fucking terrible. You need to lecture these fucking dumb fucks in your community where they don't feel just because you didn't enjoy something as much as them does not mean that you're fucking negative. You need to stand your ground. 1,000,000%.
A lot of people are respectfully telling me that, and then some disrespectfully telling me that. But I like to go through my comments and, you know, read the comments, and I appreciate a healthy discussion with people about what they like and what I like, and opinions and nuance and all that jazz. I think it's really fun to have a little back and forth conversation with people in the comments about that kind of stuff. But I noticed with 2.2 stuff, dude, it just turns into arguments and then defensiveness on my part. Because here's the thing.
I'm getting to the point where my community was pretty damn straightforward about talking about what we like and don't like and not being a bitch. Unfortunately, then the Firefly trailer released. And now I'm going to make fun of my community for probably the next week for being a big old bunch of pussies for that trailer. And I'll probably react about 10 videos on that. Because that shit, I'm not going to lie, bro, that shit was lame as fuck.
I'm not going to sit here and lie and say that I don't get defensive when, like, under pressure from hundreds of comments telling me my opinion's wrong. Of course I do. Most people would, dude. But
I don't get pressured by that shit. I just get excited to make a video making fun of those people. Right, and that's how I like to do my business.
Think I might try and see how it goes, just doing the quest in my own time on stream, not worrying about a YouTube upload, and just stop uploading the story quest to YouTube, because like I say, I just don't look forward to posting it and getting the comments usually. It sucks because I'd love to be able to upload my reaction to stories and stuff, whatever my reaction is, whether it's positive.
Bro, Brand, do you realize how terrible that fucking is? To where you're only gonna upload it if you're like a down bad hoyo cock and slop down the dick of Genshin. What the fuck? Like, just upload it, bro. If people say that, oh, you're not being positive enough, you should want to change the opinions of those people and get them used to the real fucking world. I really don't think just simply not uploading because you didn't like it enough, I feel like that's crazy. That's 1,000,000% going to feed into the if you don't love Genshin's dick, then we don't want you here mentality. And I feel like that's just a horrible fucking thing to do, straight up.
Positive or negative, but for the sake
HSR and Genshin both do this 100%, yes. And it's our responsibility as community members, community leaders, to correct these dumb fucks' behavior because it's fucking cringe. It is. It is. It truly is.
Taking my mental, I just don't know if it's worth it. And I don't know if it's worth it for you guys. I've been getting so many comments saying, oh, the fact that you don't enjoy the story is making me not enjoy, like, watching. And it's like, well, of course, yeah. But then I also don't just want to pick and choose acts to upload that I do enjoy, because that just feels nitpicky and then you're never going to get the full picture. So I might just stop uploading Star Rail story stuff and just do it on Twitch to enjoy it in my own time. Live. I think I don't have time to run a Star Rail account as well as a Genshin account and Wuthering Waves account, so I think I'm going to get someone to...
There's no shot bro has never been negative about Genshin story, right? Surely. There's no way bro enjoyed the Aranara quest, right? Surely fucking not. Not everyone wants to deal with being told to kill yourself because you don't like things the same way. Okay, but to that point, Hex, I don't think it's healthy for the longevity of a content creator to be too afraid to not post the content they want to post due to fear because of backlash over a very simple and harmless reason. I understand if you don't want to post nuclear hot drama takes, but to actively avoid posting very reasonable content because you know people will react irrationally is not a good idea for the longevity of a fucking content creator. Every single time somebody says, kill yourself, you press this funny button, right? You press this funny button, press ban, right? You press ban. And then slowly and surely, you fix your community bit by bit, right? And you kill them one at a time. It's that easy.
Run the Star Rail account for me to build my characters and spend my daily resin.
Yeah, because if you don't do that, you're essentially giving all control of who you are and your content to your viewers. And you say, I will now be your monkey. Please watch me if I go goo goo gaga. I love Fontaine. Oh man, the heat is so cute. This is awesome. I love the bubble diaper. I love China. It's #1, right? Like, you gotta be able, like, if it's your legitimate feelings and you know in your heart that what you're doing isn't true, because it's like when I give my opinion and motherfuckers say I'm rage baiting just because they disagree. No, bitch, we just have a different opinion, okay? That's how it goes. Jesus. People are nuts.
And stuff, so that I don't struggle with the bosses, because that is a skill issue on my part and a time management issue on my part. I'm fully aware of that, and I don't blame the game. But yeah, let me know down in the comments if you think that's a good choice. I think...
Hold up.
as well as a Genshin account and Wuthering Waves account, so I think I'm going to get someone to run the Star Rail account for me to build my characters and spend my daily resin and stuff so that I don't struggle with the bosses, because that is a skill issue on my part and a time management issue on my part.
I 1,000,000% agree. Balancing a Genshin Impact and a Honkai Star Rail and a Wuthering Waves account isn't hard at all, right? Because once you get your account complete, like once you get it fully leveled up, you don't really have to do anything. And then you can just log in once a day if you want and do the dailies if you want. But you really don't need to do that once you can beat endgame content. And I know for a fact that Brand can beat all endgame content for both games, right? So it takes maybe like, it's just update time. Whenever the new update comes out, crush it, move on. It's really easy.
Fully aware of that, and I don't blame the game. But yeah, let me know down in the comments if
I'm glad he knows.
I'm
glad he knows it's a him issue.
Choice. I think it probably is. We can see how it goes. If you'll really miss it and you still want to see it, then you can let me know as well. And then Wuthering Waves has just come out. I am very much in love with the game. I love the combat. I love the story, even though a lot of people don't. But again, nuanced opinions. There's a lot of issues with the game that are going to be hopefully addressed and fixed in later.
I feel like it is a objectively wrong fact to say that you enjoy the story in all aspects if you were playing on English dub. I feel like there is no way to actually say you enjoy the English voice acting for the beginning of the story. I feel like it completely breaks all immersion, and I actually think saying that you love all the story is just straight up wrong. I don't even think that's a difference of opinion. I think that is just legitimately wrong. Like when Rover jumps on Scar's head and goes, "You won't get away." It's just a completely wrong take.
The patches, hopefully the voice acting and stuff is better in later acts. Or more importantly, not the voice acting, but the voice direction. The voice actors are great. It's just the direction that needs a bit of work.
True.
And hopefully the story remains as good as it got in Act 6, but we'll see. The main...
You know what's crazy? I was originally on the board of it's the voice director that's the fault. But then when I had the interview with the voice actors and they said people need to get better at one-take reads, maybe I'm looking into it, but maybe they were saying it was a skill issue, right? Because they all only got one take and some were good and some were bad. But maybe I'm looking too much into it. That's just me. That's just me. I read into things quite heavily, but yeah, we'll see.
Two games that I think I really want to cover on the channel is Genshin and Wuthering Waves for now. I didn't really do too much Star Rail anyway, so that might not come as a surprise to a lot of you. But I'm really in my drive with Wuthering Waves. I'm enjoying even making the short little update videos, updates on the news, updates on polls, everything. It's a lot of fun, and a lot of you guys are enjoying it as well. So yeah, majority of the channel is going to be Genshin content with Wuthering Waves. Maybe one day we can start doing your laugh, your loses, and best videos for Wuthering Waves as well if it picks up. But I really want both games to succeed on the channel. I've loved Genshin since...
What the fuck does a Wuthering Waves meme even look like? I don't think I've seen a single Wuthering Waves meme.
Day one, that love is going nowhere. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to pop them down in the comments. I'll try responding to a lot of comments on this video because this is a video where people are probably going to have a lot of questions or things that they want to say in general. Just keep it respectful with each other. Don't be arguing and stuff and telling other people this game sucks and this game's shit and my opinion's superior. Let's just keep it civil. Take this as a new leaf for the channel and we'll just see.
Chat, you can say whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. If you like Wuthering Waves more, sure. If you like Honkai Star Rail more, sure. If you like Genshin more, sure. I'm still gonna make fun of you. Now, I will say, I'm sure we can all agree, the one thing that Genshin does better than Honkai Star Rail and Wuthering Waves is the pornography. Right? Because I'll be real, bro. I've been cranking my shit to Yelan for like 4 fucking years, brother man.
See how it goes. I appreciate you guys a lot. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do what I do, and this is literally a dream come true. I am very, very grateful for that. Don't like to take that for granted at all. So thank you, especially to those of you that give the constructive feedback and criticisms in a very mature way. I really do respect that, and I like it a lot.
Yeah, I don't. I like when people go, nah, you a bitch. Anyways, all right, so Lil Pup's quitting Honkai Star Rail is what it is. Yeah, I feel like Brand's making a massive mistake with his channel, 1,000,000%. I feel like once you let your community control your content, that is when you are doomed as a content creator. The moment they say, we don't like this, and then you stop doing this, that is the moment you lose your channel, 1,000,000% That's just my opinion, though. Let me know what y'all think. I think that's a horrible, horrible, horrible fucking mistake. And I think if he likes the content and wants to upload it, he should. That's just me, though.